J.K. Rowling, the renowned author of the Harry Potter series, has recently found herself at the center of controversy following her reaction to the ongoing assault allegations against fellow English writer Neil Gaiman. Rowling's statement, which was shared on X, formerly Twitter, has sparked a heated debate across social media, with supporters and critics alike voicing their opinions on the issue. The accusations against Gaiman, who is celebrated for his works such as American Gods and Coraline, were recently highlighted in a cover story by Vulture. The article, which focuses on the allegations made by 8 women, has created a storm in the literary world. These women have come forward with accusations of assault, all of which they claim share strikingly similar details, despite the fact that they had never met each other before. The allegations have shaken the writing community, with some fans of Gaiman's work expressing disbelief and others grappling with the moral dilemma of reconciling his creative output with these serious accusations. In her statement, Rowling drew a direct comparison between Gaiman's case and the infamous sexual misconduct allegations against Hollywood mogul Harvey Weinstein. Weinstein, whose alleged actions led to a global outcry and the #MeToo movement, was eventually convicted of sexual assault and sentenced to prison. Rowling criticized what she saw as a double standard within the literary community, pointing out the silence from many of Gaiman's colleagues and supporters in light of the allegations. According to Rowling, this silence stands in stark contrast to the vocal condemnation that surrounded Weinstein's case prior to his conviction. The literary crowd that had a hell of a lot to say about Harvey Weinstein before he was convicted has been strangely muted in its response to multiple accusations against Neil Gaiman from young women who'd never met, yet as with Weinstein tell remarkably similar stories, Rowling wrote. Her comment not only addressed the issue of alleged sexual misconduct but also highlighted what she perceived as hypocrisy within the literary world's response to the allegations. Rowling's reaction to the situation has divided public opinion, with many coming out in support of her, while others have voiced their disagreement. Some supporters of Rowling's stance have pointed out that her criticism of the literary community is warranted, given the severity of the allegations against Gaiman. One supporter expressed their agreement with Rowling, writing, "Not keen on Rowling but she is bang on here." Another added, "The things that go unchecked are horrific," emphasizing the need for accountability when it comes to allegations of sexual misconduct. On the other hand, there have been several who disagree with Rowling's remarks, questioning the broader implications of her statement. Some critics have drawn attention to other high-profile cases of sexual misconduct that have not received the same level of attention or scrutiny. One commenter pointed out, "So weird, right? Are these the same people who said nothing about Epstein and Sean Combs?" Referring to financier Jeffrey Epstein, whose network of sexual abuse and trafficking became widely known, and music mogul Sean Diddy Combs, who has faced various allegations over the years. The debate has also touched on the broader issue of how fans and readers should respond to accusations against their favorite authors or artists. Some have raised the question of whether it is possible to separate an artist's work from their alleged personal actions. In response to the Gaiman allegations, one critic shared a disturbing experience from a book group, stating, "I have heard women say in some of my book groups that they love his writing so much we should ignore/forgive the accusations." Insane. This comment highlights the complex and often uncomfortable discussion that arises when allegations against a beloved public figure are made. Neil Gaiman, for his part, has not yet issued a public response to the allegations. However, the Vulture article delves deeply into the claims made by the women, all of whom describe similar experiences of assault by the writer. The article's release has undoubtedly intensified the conversation surrounding Gaiman's career and the implications of these accusations. The rise of the #MeToo movement in recent years has made it increasingly difficult for powerful figures to avoid scrutiny in the face of such allegations. High-profile cases like those of Weinstein, Kevin Spacey, and others have shifted the conversation about sexual harassment and assault in the entertainment industry. However, the literary world, which often operates under a different set of norms and expectations, has not been immune to these same issues. The lack of a clear response from prominent authors and literary figures regarding Gaiman's case has raised questions about how the literary establishment handles allegations of misconduct and whether it will take a stronger stance in the future. Rowling's decision to publicly address the situation has also led to wider discussions about her own legacy and views. Known for her outspoken opinions on a range of social and political issues, Rowling has often found herself at the center of controversy, particularly in relation to her views on gender and transgender rights. Her critics have accused her of being transphobic, while her supporters argue that she is simply advocating for women's rights and the protection of women-only spaces. This ongoing debate over Rowling's views has colored public reactions to her statement about Gaiman, with some seeing it as an opportunity to criticize her once again. The ongoing discourse surrounding the allegations against Gaiman and Rowling's comments highlights the complex nature of addressing accusations of sexual misconduct within creative communities. It raises questions about how artists and writers should be held accountable for their actions, and how fans and the public should navigate the difficult intersection of art and personal behavior. While some continue to support Gaiman and dismiss the allegations as unfounded or exaggerated, others argue that the literary world must confront these issues head-on in order to create a safer and more equitable environment for all. As the conversation continues to unfold, it remains to be seen how the literary community will respond to the allegations against Neil Gaiman and whether the voices of those who have been impacted by his alleged actions will be heard. Similarly, Rowling's role in this debate will likely continue to spark division, as both her supporters and critics weigh in on the broader implications of her statement and its potential impact on the ongoing conversation about sexual misconduct and accountability in creative industries. The reactions to Rowling's comments and the wider controversy surrounding the Gaiman allegations serve as a reminder that the fight for justice and accountability is ongoing, and that no industry, be it entertainment, literature, or beyond, is immune to the need for scrutiny and reform.